one of them days. Look at that. Got the new portrait up there.
I did peep this.
Shout out to Morg. Shout out to Morg.
Shout out to Morgan.
Shout out to my fam at DJ_Morg at DJ_Morg. If you guys want some good art, man, she amazing. So make sure you tap in with my fam.
I got one piece from Morg that she did for my aunt and for my mother of my aunt and my mother. So she did a really good job. So this is Biggie Smalls for those that can't see. This is hard. I like that. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the artists out here, man. Shout out to the artists. Episode 405. Let's get right into it, my brother.
Retiring Vince Carter's jersey.
Let's put up the notes because it's about to be crazy.
I just want to throw out.
Shout out to Vince though. Shout out to Vince.
Yeah. It's well deserved. Shout out to VC, man.
A legend. But you know what I'm here for today.
I mean, we started with Biggie.
You know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm here for today. It's the year of the truth. Cat Williams set it off, and honestly, I don't see it. I don't see any stopping of lately. This is crazy. We talked about it in March. Diddy got raided in March.
That was in March,
and that was in March. Things are happening very fast, bruh. And we already talked about once the feds get you. That conviction rate,
it's 90%.
It's 90 plus. It's 95+%.
It's the equivalent of your girl having all the evidence before she asks you, "Are you cheating?"
Yeah, they're not playing. Playing. They got everything they need.
That's why I'm confused by Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is saying all this stuff. I don't want to jump ahead.
But let's not even jump ahead. Let's talk about the charges. Let's talk about what P Diddy got arrested for.
He found the charges.
He was arrested. He got charged with. I'm a preface some words.
I got it. We got racketeering.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, let's just go each thing. Racketeering itself is life
in prison. That's a FRICO in this instance.
That's crazy.
No, for real.
Racketeering is life in prison. For those that don't know, well, let me look it up.
And that's
I want to get it right.
And look, and that's a criminal organization. When you get RICO charges, and guess what? Guess what that tells me? It's not just him going down. Anybody that saw something or that co-conspired or that did anything with him, it's
all right.
The truth will set you free. It's about to happen. A lot of people hush too.
Federal crimes of racketeering include bribery, gambling offenses, money laundering, obstructing justice, or criminal investigation of murder for hire. I just want the definition. I don't need examples. But yeah, basically it's a criminal. It's like
let's just go down the list.
Criminal organization.
Let's go down the list straight through. We only.
So we got racketeering. That's life in prison.
Sorry, P Diddy.
Minimum life in prison. Maximum life in prison. Minimum 15 years. So we got life plus an extra 15 years in case he survived life. Transportation. That's a maximum of 10 years in prison. So he's looking at life in 25 years. So in case he survives life, he has another 25 years to do.
And my thing with this is, bro, like when the news came out, he was arrested. One thing, like the internet, we make comedy of a lot of things, but in light of things, we need to be very sensitive on this topic because we got to understand the victims and what they've been through and what they've been affected. Because as soon as it come out, we talking about how Diddy a freak because of the oil and stuff like that. Actually, look at the charges, and it's more than what that it just shows. We're talking about arson. We're talking about abuse. We're talking about a lot of different things, bro. So what I want people to stop doing is stop just looking at the situation. Oh well, Diddy got in trouble because of these people, or they not looking at other certain people and they doing the similar things. It's not about that.
And stop looking for other people to go down.
It's not about that. And also the evidence has been there. If you look at all the interviews, you look at all the things that have transpired with people talking out and speaking about Diddy, from the people from making the band, from Don, from the people, from everybody he has dealt with, but even from Usher, from Justin Bieber. It's a lot of people that have spoke out and talked about his behavior. He is even told on himself in a lot of instances about his behavior, bro.
Like, I've always known Diddy to be a ruthless businessman. He's very aggressive. His personality. I've always known that about him. Like, from him making people to go get him a cheesesteak, making the band. But I never would have pictured this. This was yikes.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I did because if you look at it, the writing is on the wall. Let's go back all the way to the 90s. Listen to this though. Let's go back all the way to the 90s and let's talk about Shine. And let's talk about the situation with that situation. Let's talk about the situation. I'm just listen to me. And let's talk about the situation with Biggie. I'm just saying he has had dealings, and people have talked about him not in the most positive lights for a long time. So that's my point right there. Is that the writing is on the wall, and I feel like what sealed the deal within this is the Cassie video, because a lot of people, it's speculation, you got conspiracy, but as soon as that videos come out, as soon as evidence as far as somebody that you can see on the video, when it shows their behavior, then you get the real truth.
He said the reason he really got in trouble is because he was approached, months prior that somebody is getting ready to put a book out. If you don't want this information to come out, this person being Cassie, obviously, if you don't want this person to put this book out, just give us $30 million. He said no, just put it out. So then months later, this information comes out, and the next day he settles for how much? $30 million. Mm-hmm. So once that happened, because this is a high-profile case, any prosecutor worth their name wants high-profile cases. Once that happened, prosecution is now going, well, if he's willing to settle for that, which means he's pretty much guilty, what else is there? So once that happened, more people were able to keep digging and find evidence. Like, hey, is there enough here to try to get this looked at, to get that looked at? So his problems, from what this lawyer is saying, his problems really started had he just paid Cassie,
but
it's not in the public. This would have happened.
It didn't just start from there, though.
No, but I'm glad it happened because we need to see this. But I'm saying it stemmed from he probably would have gotten off had he just paid her without her going public.
But my thing is, the writing has always been on the wall. If you look at these people that are coming out and speaking on the opposite of behalf,
yeah, but they've been speaking for 20 years.
Yeah, but also that builds a certain case, especially in the time we're with the internet. As soon but listen, as soon as he was arrested, we seen everything on your timeline is related to an interview or something was said in that regard.
Oh yeah, that's just the world we live in today.
But I'm just saying that it's out there. It's always been public knowledge. What I say all the time is truth is always hidden in plain sight. It's always hidden in plain sight. And I feel like this is another case here. I feel like this is another case of where power, money, and control plays a factor, bro.
For sure.
And it plays a factor tremendously. And what I don't like is that when people come out and talk, they don't understand that the victim is affected by this. So, you talking about, oh, well, they could have said this then. They could have said this then. You're dealing with high-profile people that really can get you knocked off if they really want to if you talk too much. That's the name of the game that they're in. So it's like, yeah, you could say, oh, participated, but a lot of these charges too is not willingly participating. It has a lot to do with drugs. It has a lot to do with manipulation. It has a lot to do with using video evidence. Come on, now if you really think about it, you have videos and you have cameras all over your house. Yeah. And you got to think about it. This is a leverage tactic. And it's a power tactic because if something go down, I'm a blackmail you. I have this footage, and it's not no coincidence that you see a lot of these CEOs stepping down right now. Let's just call it a spade, bro. This situation is crazy.
Kidnapping is insane though. Like when you think about it, we've heard of celebrities doing some other things, but I never would have imagined P Diddy and kidnapping. I never would.
And it's alleged that a lot of this has to do with minors too. And let's not talk about how Justin Bieber, for the longest time, if you look at interviews and look at how look at the songs and honestly look at the writing on the wall, it's been a cry out for help. And it's been a lot of these situations where things are get spoken of, and then until something happens, then it all resurfaces. And that that's how the world works. But if we really look at what's been happening, bro, the truth is right there. If you go looking for it, the truth is right there. And whatever he's charged with, if I'm going to be wholeheartedly serious, if he did this, and honestly, the writing's on the wall because you see the behavior in certain videos with the Cassie thing is solidified that this is the behavior. This is who he is. And a lot of people say that he's a monster, and you can honestly see the writing's on the wall based off the charges. And I'm going to say this right now. It's not about if he's going to get jail time.
It's how much.
It's how much because the first charge you said, racketeering, this is an organization now. Now, this is not just him. This has to deal with a lot of other people. That's why a lot of people
at the same time,
hushed.
those same people are the people that sold him out to get the evidence.
Hey,
so those people have already taken deals to probably exonerate themselves. They always in situations like this they always want the big fist. It's like the Michael Vick situation. Michael Vick was Michael Vick the only person that was dogfighting that day? No, but who was the high profile name? Michael Vick. So Michael Vick was the person that everybody they went after Michael Vick. He was not the only one there, but he was the only one there worth anything. So they got him for it. So my thing of this is like, yes, did he have an organization? Yeah, he had people working for him, but most likely. Because they have the evidence shows that the people that testify are like former assistants and secretaries and bodyguards. So yes, all these people have been complacent, but those people have already been talked to by the feds, and those people have been willing to give up. Have been willing to give up Diddy for immunity or whatever. Because they don't really want you; they want Diddy, which is fine because he's the mastermind. I don't see how he didn't do all these things, honestly. They denying bail twice after offering $50 million.
Yeah,
there's no way he didn't do all these things. So I'm shocked at the level. I'm not shocked that at certain things like racketeering I can see because he ain't the only person that's had a business and used it for illegal stuff. It's Diddy, so I'm kind of shocked, but I'm not that shocked given the Sean stuff. But certain things I'm just like prostitution. I'm just not shocked.
I'm just not shocked because we've seen the behavior in our faces and we never paid attention to it.
And then it's like my thing is like I don't know. I always look at things differently. One, I agree with the whole like money and power will definitely do these things to you. I think power more than anything. Because a lot of people got money, they ain't got no power. Yeah. Power more than anything will do these things to you. So I agree with that. My mother was talking about that. I agree with Stout saying like he definitely had a drug problem. Yeah, I 100% believe he had a drug problem. I don't think that's all of it. But I'm not gonna chalk all of it to a drug problem.
But it's still.
But he had some issues.
And let's keep it real, bro. It's still a sense of arrogance.
Yeah,
to still move in this type of way when you have so much evidence.
It's manipulating. It's gaslighting, and it's just like, and then you portray this image like you were about love and you care for black people and all this other stuff, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's where it gets.
And then it's like for the folks defending him, this is like,
yeah, bro. This is
100. If there's a time to be quiet, this is it. Which is why I understand where it was on the internet saying, why come all Diddy's fans are speaking up? Why? Who would say anything while the feds are sniffing around? I don't understand Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar's talking to us about you have to have freak offs. I'm like, fam, this is not about freak offs.
And it's not about it's not about anybody else.
Anybody else.
It's solely about the person that we're talking about.
Kidnapping. And like, what are we talking about? Yeah. What are you talking about Hugh Hefner for? It is not illegal to have.
My thing is that's my problem too. What you're saying is that we always try to move the goalposts and not stay
that's
on
my point.
topic.
That's my point. Like I don't understand what he was talking about. Like you're trying to find a way to make it seem like this is a distraction. It's not a distraction. Like he did these horrible things, and we need to talk about it. We need to hold him accountable. Because if a white man did these things, we would do the same thing. It's unfortunate this is someone in our culture that we looked up to for, that made all these great things. It's unfortunate and it sucks, but it's just like, yo, man, like it is what it is.
But my thing is just also where's the sympathy and empathy for the victims? That's my whole talking point here. Is because we dismiss
it's also his children.
But I'm just saying we dismiss that and then we just go straight to talking about what he did or how he got in this situation or comparing his situation to another when it's not about that.
Yeah, it's not about
He's actually impacted certain people for years and years and years.
It's the same
thing decades.
It's the same thing with me with the Young Thug thing. If Young Thug did do the things they're saying, then it's like, yo, man, he got it like. You talking about over 50 murders in Atlanta. There's 50 families affected. We have to talk about that. But it's not about Young Thug. I agree with what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
It's about the victim.
Yeah, my thing
For me, it's also about like his kids. Because it's like, can you imagine one day? Because you have to be empathetic. Like the Bible teaches compassion. Whether like he did these things, yes. But can you imagine one day you think your dad is this one person, and then you wake up and he's this whole other horrible human being? Like, I mean, I can't imagine what that feels like. Because it would break me. If this was my dad, and I had no idea who my dad actually was, this would destroy me. And then you talk about he's probably gonna do life in prison. You'll never see that guy again. Regardless of those things, to them that's still their dad. Now he's on suicide watch. So for me, it's like, yo, Diddy gotta wear what he did. But it's like, for me, it's like, man, like, I don't want to be super insensitive because it's like, yo, he got family, he got kids, he got like a 3-year-old, stuff like that. This affects his entire family.
And I get that, but also he put his family in that situation.
But they didn't.
Yeah, I get that, but also he put them in that situation. And what's the most unfortunate part of this is that just like how you said he has a family, the people that he affected has a family.
Got families too.
You feel me? So
it's
just
I'm not
like
looking for sympathy for Diddy. Like Diddy did what he did.
I get what you're
like,
saying. I get what you're saying.
He gotta wear that, and
but
it's just like. It just affects so many people. Like Wallow always talks about, like, yo, like you think you doing stuff only affects you. Like, your family is affected the most when you're a criminal. Mm-hmm. Like, they're the ones that gotta suffer. They don't want to gotta deal with the mental stress, pay for everything, all that other stuff. It's like, man, like you really put your family in
and then also, like, let's keep it a stack too.
Like, you got
it put it in a whole nother perspective. Is that God rest her soul, Kim Porter. You feel me? Like, that's their parents as well too. Yeah. So it's just like. And all of this, it's just a sense of arrogance and power and control, and you put your loved ones in a certain situation that they shouldn't be in, that they don't deserve to be in.
Too, because you out here being.
So it's just like I understand it, bro.
You out here being Larry Hoover. Now your kids gotta go without their mom and their dad. Like,
we shall see with this situation, y'all. We shall see with this situation. Y'all let us know what y'all feel about this situation, because. This is going to be a trial that is going to be one of them ones.
Yeah, we've never seen anything like this.
This is going to be one of them ones.
Never seen anything like this. I can't wait for the new textbooks.
Man, this
you know what I'm talking about? I cannot wait. Like when our kids are old enough to read textbooks and they go to like the certain section, I can be like, I lived through all of this.
Oh, but it ain't gonna be that, bro. This is the internet, bro. This is the internet era. We don't textbooks.
Regardless, I get to say, listen.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
One thing we looked at in textbooks that we actually lived through. Nothing.
No, but
we lived through the pandemic.
We lived through
the coronavirus. We lived through the Donald Trump era. We lived through the freaking January 6th thing. Diddy.
No, like, we lived through.
This is actually
even so much more. You remember we lived through 2012. You remember 2012? We lived 2012. We thought it was over, bro.
We also lived through the DC sniper. Shout out to us.
Yeah, we lived through a lot. Yeah, we done seen a lot. We done.
But these last 4 years have been insane.
It's been crazy, bro. Like from 2019 to now 2024, it seemed like it just
we lived through
snap of a finger. A lot has transpired.
But we've never seen anything like this. This is insane.
We
lived through the Bill Cosby thing. Good Lord.
Yeah. Let's get on a lighter note with all that being said. Let's get on a lighter note. Future, man, dropped third project this year. All right, Mixtape Pluto, having an MVP type year. I think he's the MVP this year for music. I'm not going to lie to you. The first two albums being We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You. Very good albums. When him and Metro link up, come on, like hits. Cause you
they on tour right now.
That We Don't Trust You, bruh. Like that joint was up there in Future's catalog, and then I like this mixtape Pluto for me, bro. Like I would give it like a 9 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why is because it has a perfect blend of like the real Future fans that we really like this Future, and then also it has some type of melodic slow Future as well too.
Not a lot though.
I know, that's why I like the melodic song, like the slow down song, Lost My Dog. Yeah. That's why I like that song.
End of the tape. Like for me, I wish there was more.
The first 10 songs was fire.
I wish there was more like diverse, because Future's very good at giving you different sounds.
Vibes, yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't much different vibes on it, but it was all crank. I like all the crank.
Listen, he don't disappoint, bro. He don't disappoint.
Yeah, I might listen, and I'll be that guy. I'm just not a fan of Plutoski. I'm sorry. Could it crank? But then he does that. I'm just tough. Like that.
That was tough.
I'm just like I can't. I just can't play it.
We talking about this the same. This is
and then everybody's like, well, you from Atlanta? Well, I'm not from Atlanta. I guess I can't let. I'm sorry. I'll listen to this.
I ain't gonna let you get that one off.
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Pause.
I couldn't do it.
You're not gonna do that because you want to know why? Because this is the same. This is the same top tier superstar artist that made. What's it called? What's the song? La di da da.
I don't like that part either.
Come on, but that's what made the song. That's what made the song a hit song.
But at least there are words that I can actually articulate.
I get what you're saying, bro.
I actually know what he's saying.
Future has a unique sound, bro. He has a unique sound.
Like, I'm sorry, I couldn't.
And on this mixtape, bro, I feel like he delivered, bro. He delivered.
I do too.
But one thing we can count on is Future delivering good music, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, and he always gives the fans what the fans want. You feel me? He don't really like. He don't really. Of course, he has different music, but he don't get into like way different type of bags that's outside the realm of his music.
What
we expect from him is crank.
A-Say Gang, Surfing on a Tsunami.
So my favorite.
I like
songs.
Too Fast.
The first 10 songs fire to me,
and
bro.
I like the first 2. Yeah, a lot of
Teflon
I'm not
Don,
sure why this
Don,
on here.
Lil Demon, what's it called? Ski, Ready to Cook Up.
I also think
MJ.
I also think this would have been better with features. I think if he had allowed like maybe 2 or 3 people on here.
He like a gunner, but like, that's why I respect the tape more.
Yeah,
I respect the tape more because he didn't have features, bro.
Because music is collaborative. Music is collaborative, and it does.
Him as an artist is collaborative.
Yeah, you do make better music when you have other folks. Like, there's nothing wrong with like having people on your project because it's a lot of you, and it makes everything sound different. So like, I think I could have used like 2 or 3 people on there.
Which project do you think was the best he dropped this year out of these 3?
Oh, the first we don't trust you.
Yeah, I think that's gonna go down as a classic, bro. Based on everything that happened.
Oh yeah, it's a moment in time.
The songs, it's a moment in time.
It's like the Control song. It's a moment in time.
Yeah,
you know,
it was.
From this plus the tour is going crazy. You know, it just shows you the I wish more upcoming artists would adopt that formula. Like, listen, it's like, yo, you need to find somebody who makes music, who makes beats that maybe not be unknown. You like their stuff, they like your stuff. Lock in with them, and lock in with them until y'all cultivate a sound together until it blows up. And then by the time it's time for you to start cooking up like mainstream music, it's like you and this person are locked in. It's like, and I think too many like up and coming artists are so busy trying to like, you know,
work with everybody.
People. It's like, no, man, listen, you find one person that you believe in, that believe in you, and y'all lock in. I'm telling you, there's too many examples.
Yeah,
Jay Dilla and Common, 40 and Drake.
Yep.
Freaking
Gucci and
Zaytoven, Metro and Future. Like we started here together. Yeah. And we built from here and came up. You look at Ice Spice and Riot. Like, Ice Spice said Riot was a guy in my school who believed in me.
Pierre Bourne and Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, he believed in me. So I started working with him. And so now you look at that. They formulated a sound that works, and they still locked in. They still, you know, work. Dre and Dre and Snoop. Like, if you lock in with a guy, you know, or a girl, whoever it is, and you just come up. Like, I promise you look at like what Nas and Hit Boy are doing now. So I think I wish more like younger artists would do that. Like, yo, find somebody that makes beats and you believe in that person believes in you. Because now it's mutually beneficial. Because like, you don't have to worry, I'm gonna pay you for beats, you're gonna pay me for whatever. We both decide to work together. We both have everything's a gain from this. I don't have nothing, you don't have nothing, and let's lock in. And over time, y'all gonna formulate a sound together that people are going to love. That by the time when y'all do come up, it's gonna be like, yo, when it's time for y'all to cook again, it's like you already built so much chemistry. It's gonna be easy for you to just make, you know, it's
legendary music.
Build chemistry with somebody.
Legendary music.
Yeah, you gonna make some timeless music. Metro and Future, it's like you don't gotta worry about it being bad, because they done been locked in for too long. They done been like you don't gotta worry about Drake. When Drake and 40 lock in the studio, you don't gotta worry about it being bad. They know how each other work. That's why I don't like collab stuff today, because you be trying to work with somebody. Did you work with like twice? You did like 2 songs with them. They want to do a whole project, and it's like, yo, man, like you really got to put in work. Like, so that's my thing. I wish like more up and coming artists would come with that formula. Like, yo, find a producer and just formulate that duo.
Did this mixtape sound like an album to you, or sound like a mixtape?
Sound like a mixtape.
I feel like I like it because it sounds like a mixtape.
Sound like a mixtape.
It definitely sounds like a mixtape.
Sounds like a random assortment of just songs.
I'm not gonna lie, Lil Wayne and Future to me got the best mixtapes of all time to me. Like them, like honestly, I could make a top 5 out of just.
I'm not mad at Future, but Wayne is solidified for me.
So Wayne, honestly, first the top 3 will be No Ceilings, the Drought 3, and Dedication 2. I can say that for Dad going there almost all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Where it gets complicated, it does get complicated in those last 2 slots, or like if you know however you order.
Artists or just
I'm just talking about mixtapes, or if you talking about rappers specifically, I will say
I hate
Future has
I
to be
hate
in
giving
it.
Wayne like 3 out of 5 spots.
I would say Wayne has to.
It's debatable.
Who has to be in there is Wayne, Future, and I'm not gonna lie, Meek Mill has to be in there too. He might have to be in the mixtape.
I don't have a problem with that. Meek Mill
in the mixtape.
For me,
and then
my must-haves are
Jeezy
Wayne and 50.
And Jeezy.
For me, my must-haves are Wayne and 50.
52.
Because like without 50, we don't get Wayne, and without Wayne is like solidified. After that, because I had to pick 4 or 5.
5. So
after that, Fab is in there for me.
Oh, Fab,
I'm sorry.
that's a good one.
Fabulous is the mixtape legend.
That's a good one.
Jeezy's in there.
Over Jeezy or they still in there?
No, Jeezy's still in there.
Jeezy.
So I got what I said, Wayne, 50, Fab, Jeezy. I got 4.
And then a 5th.
My 5th spot, honestly, it's the toss. I wasn't the biggest Gucci Man fan, so I'm not. But I understand that Gucci is like a big safe legend, so I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Gucci might have to be in the combo.
But for me, it can go me, it can go Wale, it could go it can go Future.
Oh yeah, you ain't say Future. You
bugging.
Future got to be in your 5.
Hold on,
mixtapes all the time. I don't care what you talking about. Who else?
Here goes somebody that people not really listed about.
Don't matter.
We got to give him respect.
Who?
Tiger.
Oh, that's fine.
Tiger is a mixtape, yo. Y'all, if you were outside during that tweet, Tiger is a mixtape legend.
He is for sure.
Like I'm not mad at anyone that's got Tiger.
That's a good one.
Black Thoughts too. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
The
Well Done and Black Thoughts.
Tiger is a mixtape legend.
That's a good one.
100%. J. Cole low key.
He don't get his respect for that.
Yeah, Tiger is a mixtape.
But Future got to be in your 5, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I
wasn't the biggest Future guy during that prime.
I get it.
I became a Future guy towards that time, but I wasn't. Hold on, wait. The Migos low key is in there too.
Migos could be in there too. If
we
made a 10,
that's what I'm saying. That 5 spot, that 5 spot, I don't really like. That 5 spot, there's a couple names you can say. I'm gonna be alright with it. Like there's a couple names you gonna say I'm alright with it. But for me, I gotta have Wayne. I gotta have 50 and Fab. For me, like that's just me. Anyway, after that, I'm like, alright, I'm fine with that.
Wayne, Future, like solidified.
Yeah, like Wale's in there for me. Meek Mill is in there for me.
Yeah, cause you got.
Cause for me, it's not just the quality, it's about the amount of tapes. Like I wouldn't put Drake in there because Drake gave me 2 tapes.
Yeah, it's the amount of tapes and,
you know,
and the consistency.
J. Cole got a lot of tapes.
The consistency and the quality of it too.
Yeah, J. Cole got a lot of tapes. You don't know. J. Cole got a lot of tapes, like 3-song, 4-song tapes. Yeah, but like Nicki Minaj only gave me 1 tape.
Yeah, so like
great tape.
I get it.
He gave me 1 tape. Big Sean, he got a lot of tapes, but like he got one that's like he got 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, he got solidified. He got 2 solidified tapes.
You got another mixtape. It's like Wiz too. You know what I'm saying? Like people like Wiz.
Oh yeah, Wiz. Like I'm not mad at that. Like people like Wiz. These are like this during the mix. This is during the blogger. The blogger was the mixtape era because it was like, yo man, like that's how you built the fan base. Nipsey. I'm not mad. If you put Nipsey in there, Nipsey is a mixtape mixtape legend as well. Like a lot of dope tapes.
I'm ready to argue, bro. I'm ready to argue. I don't know if you don't agree. I don't care, bro. I'm ready to argue. Future is the best rapper in Atlanta ever, bro. I'm ready to stand it, bro. I'm sorry, bro. And I'm talking about the metrics. We talking about everything. We're talking about everything in the criteria, bro. We're talking about, and I know it's people before him. Outkast. You got T.I., Jeezy, Gucci. You have so many people before him that paved the way for him. I understand, but what Future has done, even impact wise. Even Andre 3000 has said in an interview recently the impact Future has had. I think impact wise from sales, I know it's Dungeon Family, but from everything, bro, I don't understand how you don't say Future not.
I don't understand how people keep trying to discredit Ludacris. The stick is that he sold more records than all these guys. He rap better than most of them. He make more money than them. He got more top 40s and top 10s than all of them.
That's all speculation.
It's not speculation.
It's not all fact.
It is all fact. He sold more records than all those guys.
He sold okay, so that's not fact.
But okay. So other than Outkast, who else has sold more records than Ludacris?
But I'm just saying, continue. You said so.
He's got more top 10s.
More top 10s than T.I. and Future.
Yeah, he's got more. Future's the only other person.
Okay, but what you're saying is not based in fact. But you're not basing it in fact. And one of the people I said is number 1 is Future. But Future has been more consistent. Ludacris is a legend.
He makes music.
Ludacris is a legend. And I'm not trying to say it, but he stopped at a certain point. Future
that's
is
fine. He had a 10-year run.
And I understand that. But Future is still relevant and prevalent today. And I'm not saying Ludacris music still don't go off today. Future has been running the game for the probably past 10 years with the Drake, Kendrick, and Cole, bro. He's had a generational run, bro.
I personally am not putting him
as a solo artist.
I got him in the top 3. I don't have him above Ludacris though.
That's fine.
And maybe that's just my bias.
So who you have
like,
one? You have Outkast one?
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
you can't separate the two. It's impossible. You can't.
That's why I gave That's why I give Future the number 1 because Outkast I understand.
But I'm like, when I look at the measuring stick, I'm like, yo, the only people that's really debatable is for Ludacris is like Future and Outkast. Because I'm like, Joe Budden said
and you got
like,
T.I., Jeezy, Gucci.
Before the 2000s, the only mainstream rappers that Atlanta had were Outkast.
Goody Mob.
And then, but I'm talking about people that were like selling like major records. And even still, Goody Mob was a part of that Outkast family.
I got you. It was. They were.
They didn't have anybody until the year 2000 when Ludacris showed up and then kicked in the door. And then after that, you started getting T.I. a couple years later. Then Gucci came a couple years after that. I'm sorry, Jeezy. Then Gucci. It's like, but without Ludacris, it's like, yo, you don't really get that huge wave of Atlanta selling all those records.
We get it. He definitely paved the way for many too. But I would have Future at that number 1 spot.
And I may argue that to the day I die.
It's debatable.
I think it's debatable. But I can see a world where people will have Future. Future's done some incredible stuff. He's done some incredible stuff. He is like you look at like you always have to go based off the generation you're in now. However you feel about the generation, you can't discredit when somebody is affecting a generation. Like me, like I'm not a Youngboy fan, but I'm not blind to see that Youngboy clearly is that guy for this generation's music. Like, so you gotta give credit where credit is due. I don't think he's gonna be. This might be a hot take. I don't think he's gonna be remembered or thought of 8 to 7 years from now. Only because his formula is putting out like 7 albums a year. Like 2. It's just for me. It's just like there's no way for your music is gonna last that long, but you don't give anybody time to. So me personally, I don't think he'll be remembered like this in the next 7 to 8 years. But for right now, well, not right now because he's like in jail. But when he puts out stuff, it does numbers. Who am I to deny that?
Let's talk football, man. The Shador. And we got the Heisman candidate, both Heisman candidates, Shador and Travis Hunter. I think you hand Travis Hunter his Heisman right now, and that was a great game. One thing you can't say about Colorado is that they're not entertaining.
Must-see TV.
That's must-see TV, game, bro.
Yeah.
And what I do respect and love about Shador is that he always stays composed and his poise in the pocket. And sometimes you can say he may be too poised in the pocket. You know, you gotta throw the football. But honestly, it's a craft at his game, bro. Because the pressure never, it's never a moment that's too big for him as far as football at all. Because when it's time to make a play, bro, he always makes a play. Before the half, breaking tackles, scoring touchdowns, bro. Precise, the accuracy, bro. Like honestly, that was one of the best throws I've ever seen, bro. That Hail Mary was one of the best throws I ever seen in the rain, rolling out to your opposite side, bro.
Not only that, Lee, that was his second time.
And the play before it,
he just dropped it. He was 2 for 2. He technically threw 2 accurate touchdown passes.
Hey, fool, he's different, bro. And Travis Hunter, bro, there's nothing you can tell me about him, bro. There's nothing you can tell me about him. If he's not a shooting for the Heisman, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who you get the Heisman.
You playing 100 plus plays a game, bro, and you're effective and efficient on both sides of the ball, bro.
Like you're making winning plays on both sides.
Literally. Like seven catches, 130. Then you got the game-winning forced fumble. Come on, bro. And then honestly, he doesn't get talked about enough about how well of a tackler he is.
Yeah, that was a perfect tackle. My coaches used to call it biting the football. He bit the football. When you bite the football, it comes out. He bit it with his shoulder. He turned his head. Perfect.
And my thing is, for the naysayers, yeah, I see y'all quiet because they have beaten teams that are formidable opponents. Like this is Baylor. Don't get it confused. Just because they're not ranked, they're still a Big 12 high-level team.
Yep.
And I see them definitely winning more games than last year. I give them about 7 to 8 games, but the sky's the limit for their team. And the reason why I say Travis Hunter and Shador are Heisman candidates, if you don't have their contributions in their game, bro, they do not win. Especially with Travis Hunter making certain plays like that too. They don't win. They are really the legitimately reason why they're winning games.
If you were to do a top 10 best
that's
football
tough to do in football, bro.
If you would do a top 10 best football players of the college season so far, Travis has at least 3 of them.
Yes, for sure.
Because 2 of them are going to be those crazy one-hand picks and one-hand catches. and then the other three are going to be the fumble, the crazy touchdown catch he had,
Yes, bro.
and probably that other pick that he had. I forgot.
Yeah, he's different, bro. He different.
But
bro.
yeah, man, I couldn't believe what I was watching when I saw that game. And you know, me and you, we witnessed the Hail Mary firsthand. So it's like we know firsthand it's never over till it's over. Like anything can happen. So you always gotta watch to the very last second. But man, when it happens, it's just like no freaking way. It's just like, man.
And give Colorado wide receivers credit too.
Got to, man.
Shador, I think he passed at least the 8 to 10 wide receivers, bro, and they all went off. And LeJontay Wester, who caught that Hail Mary pass, shout out to him because that was a heck of a catch. People
touch the ground.
People didn't even see. Because I seen the other angle. Because at first watching it, I didn't know it was raining. I seen the other angle. I'm like, bro, and it's raining. Do you not know how difficult that is? Going to the ground and then not letting it touch the ground, bro.
When they went, I said, we got to review it. I said, that ball didn't touch the ground at all. He caught that. I said, that's a touchdown.
That's a heck of a play.
I said, I know them jokers is sick right now.
That's a heck of a play.
Them jokers is sick.
NFL, bro.
Hold on, wait. What did I get ready to say about this? I forgot. But yeah, you got it. Yeah, you gotta get Travis the Heisman. I don't know how you give it to anybody else. My only gripe about Colorado is like they de-coordinated and need to switch this up. Like man coverage is not it. They be getting torched in man coverage. Y'all gotta mix this up or disguise it better.
True. I'm not
y'all be running man like every play and y'all be getting burnt.
It was barbecue chicken time on.
And then it's like
anybody that wasn't
like Shador has to understand that not only are you building tape for your draft, but you're also as close as you can preparing yourself for the next level. Mm-hmm. These habits you have to get rid of them now because at the next level it's much higher. Like if you're holding the ball now, I promise you the guys that are chasing you are much faster in the NFL.
For
you
sure.
have even less time to throw the football at this next level. So if you're holding it now, you are gonna. Caleb Williams is finding out right now for himself. Like you're not just gonna circle around and run these dudes. You have to get rid of the football because you're losing yardage. Throw the ball away. Get it out fast. Know your hot routes, or you have to. You can't hold this.
That's
ball.
an honest, good critique. And
because I promise you, these guys, even down to the D linemen, these jokers are running 4.5s.
Yeah,
they are going to catch you. They're not playing.
And speaking about the NFL, bro, like some teams that stand out to me right now, bro, like the Vikings, the Steelers,
the Saints,
the Bills, the Seahawks, the Saints. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. The NFL is competitive this year, and I like what happened this offseason because it was a shift in all different players, different organizations. They're building now, and it's a lot of teams looking to win now. That rebuild mode stuff is out the window nowadays. Hey, for real, it's getting crazy out here right now. It's getting competitive.
They understand what they got to deal with. They got to deal with like once you got a dynasty on your hands, it's like yo, we got to try to figure out how we gonna win. Because we got to beat this team. Because Mahomes is locked in for 13 years. That dude is not going anywhere.
And you see how you see what a quarterback makes a huge difference on a team. Because all the teams that we name have good quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Or acquire good quarterbacks. For real.
I want to see us do better. I'm just like, why do we look the same? It's so annoying.
Yeah, we play
I'm still like the play calling is still
we Washington fans,
we're still not throwing the ball to Terry like we should. It's just like, oh my
God.
But
one thing I will say, bro, I don't want to get too down on us yet because I feel like we have a high ceiling. I feel like let's not put too much expectation on what should happen and let's go with the flow because we do have a new quarterback. We got a new system. We got a new GM. We got a new organization, bro, for real. So I feel like just it's patience with this. But to your point, one thing we have to do is the red zone play calling, we have to score touchdowns. We can't have 7 field goals. Those field goals could easily be turned into touchdowns. Those possessions like, you can't give up.
I still don't really know how good JD is because he's not throwing the ball as much as we want him to. Because no one's open or the players are bad. He has to run. So I'm like, he can make plays. But I'm like, how good is this kid's arm? I'm still waiting to really see how I know, well he can throw.
To your point, but that's how I know he's going to be the
fault. But I'm just saying.
That's how I know he's going to be the truth, though, because he's poised and he's making the right plays. Those plays are going to come. We actually seen previews of it in the preseason of how good his arm is, accuracy-wise down the field. But once the game continues to slow down, it's going to get better for him. But like you said, he got to be put in situations where he can really do that. The line has been blocking. That's one thing I will say.
Like,
that line has been blocking.
Like, you gotta find ways. Cliff Kingsbury has to find ways to get the ball to Terry.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You gotta find throw the ball to your best playmaker. It doesn't matter if the other team knows it. It's your job to figure out. Like that's our best chance.
Yeah.
It's your job to figure out ways to get him open, move him around, have him run this route, put him here, put him there. That's one thing I always used to notice about the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Like they were constantly moving Devontae Adams. They were gonna find a way to get Devontae Adams the ball.
Facts.
This ball is going to Devontae Adams, and it's his job.
Yeah, because you pay him wide receiver one money, and he's worth wide receiver one money. He deserves and Terry don't complain. Not to we know he's a leader. He don't complain. He get his 1,000 yards every year, despite all the quarterback situations. Now he has a quarterback. It's time to actually, you know what I'm saying, get him in the end zone too, for sure.
If you want to win games.
Let's talk about this real quick. The LA Dodgers, bro, they offered a person $300K, who ended up with Otani's 50th home run ball. This man's been going crazy. He's been going crazy, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Taking the money.
I'm taking that money, bro. And I understand the value of that later down the line, but I'm not worried about the value. I don't know if this person took the money or not.
Yeah, you can have that. You can have that ball.
You can have that, bro. What we talking about? $300K on the spot?
Like what? You can have that.
Like I'm good off of that because you have people debating like, oh, it's gonna be worth much more, and I'm sure, and honestly, I'm sure it is because he's one of the ones. I feel like he's gonna go down as one of the greatest
when he hits his next milestone.
You said what?
Once he hits his 100,
yeah, and he has more.
It's not gonna be worth that.
And to your point, it's more milestones, bro.
Like once he hits 50 more home runs, that one's not gonna be worth that much. Yeah. Take your $300K.
I'm taking that
to baseball, like I get it, but it's like, first of all, it's sentimental value to the person. Like it means something to them.
For sure.
That's that. But it's like that's a lot of money, bro. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, if you asking me that, just
$300K could change my life now.
No, right now.
What?
Right now. I don't know what we talking about.
This. Like what? You want me to wash it for you, man? What? Like I'll put it in a box and put a bow on top of it, like whatever. Like here, you can have that.
In a situation of discussing wars, what if somebody cash apped you? Like, all right, let's say somebody accidentally cash apped you a large amount of money. It is just maybe let's say hypothetically this is a stranger. It's random money. It's about let's say $2K to $5K. Do you take the money or do you send it back?
I send it back. I send it back because I know the Lord is watching me and it's not gonna be worth me taking it. Trust me.
Yeah, that karma real.
Yeah,
dang, that karma real, and it's crazy because
God is not playing with me.
Yeah.
God, it's not gonna be worth it.
And as a straight,
and he'll see that, honor that, and I'll be rewarded later.
Yeah, for sure. And if not, then. So say if you send the money back, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And what if they send you a portion of that money? But yeah, that's a tough situation because somebody send you $2K to $5K on accident. It's like, that might, black people, they be like, that is my blessing.
Yeah, and after nah, for real.
Black people crazy, bro. Black people like, that is my blessing. It fell right to my hand.
I've seen my mama do it at the grocery store.
What?
Like the lady didn't ring her up for certain things, like almost $200 worth of food.
Oh, yeah.
She went right back. She's like,
yeah.
Because like I know who I serve, and I know who I serve. She may not saw it, but who I serve saw it, and they ain't watching me, and they gonna make me pay for it later. Mm-hmm. That $200 is not gonna be worth me paying for it later. So I'm gonna pay for it now, do the right thing. I'll be rewarded later for it. And I've seen Eagle Eye, and it's like you gotta be careful about when you get funds in your when you get funds in your account that you're not aware of,
and it just happen.
You gotta ask questions like, wait, where did this come from?
Nah. I'm playing them.
I don't want nobody thinking this is like I have no idea where this money came from.
It's happened to me before, just on a lower scale. Like somebody sent me like $75, bro. I was like, nah, I'm sitting that right back. And they was like, good luck. They was like, good looks, anything. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But you know what I'm saying?
Man, you have to be really down bad to take it. That I would understand. But other than that, it's like, yo, send that money back, man.
Yeah, that's
like send that money back.
That's funny, man.
Because you don't know what that person needed that for. I promise you.
For real. You don't know. Hey, man, much love to y'all, man. Episode 405 of the Phase I'm You podcast, man. Make sure you guys tap in, like, share, subscribe. Let's get it.